Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Так. Что мы там по квестам? Так, вот это. Спаси землемера. А чё, можно на землемера поехать?
Да.
Чё там, от кого его спасти, я уже не помню, бля. Надо чекнуть. Сколько там еще ползти? О, я уже близко. Понятно. Блять, застрять. Так, где тут этот чувачок? Замерщиком, как его? Я ж тут был уже. Никого не было. Спаси. Спаси землемера. От кого спасти? Где вообще? Где от кого спасти?
Now you're in deep. Hey!
На нахуй в хэт прям.
I'm gonna.
На, бля.
You'll get one for.
Ого, стрелы. Че это у нее за хуйня была? Да-да, красава. Красава. Песик. Танканул. Так, где кого спасти-то? Челиков я убил.
Help me.
О. Развязать.
Thank you. My pleasure. Sir Divish sent me to find you, and it looks like I arrived just in time. God's truth. I'm Henry of Scalitz.
My name is Marius Bielek, Master Locator. Sir Divish sent me here to survey the area.
Well, the outlaws are out of the way, so we can go and report to him, right?
Not just yet. Those bastards caught me as soon as I arrived, and so far all I've seen is the inside of the tent they tied me up in. I still have a job to do. Come along with me if you like. We'll report to Sir Divish afterwards.
I'll escort you then. At least I can make sure you don't get caught again.
What? Are there more of those bandits around?
No, I just meant... Never mind. Should we get going?
Так, я хавать хочу. Да. Пусть, короче, там пиздит пока. Толстый хауберг. Простой БЦНС. Это помойка. А у меня какой длинный панский у меня. Тут внизу эта хуйня такая золотистая, как раз под цвет. Под цвет вот этого. То, что можно на лошадь с любого места скидывать, это полный бред, конечно. Это, конечно, полный бред.
Considering how old it is and what it's been through recently, it stood up well. It won't be an easy job to fix it, but it can be done. Timber alone won't do, though.
There's the good doggy. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
На. Захавай. Где он там? Куда он там съебался? Ты тут дуралей, блядь. Что за хуйня? Где он там лазит, блядь, этот долбоёб? Куда, блядь, какими-то тропами ходит. Хер пойми какими.
Main approach road and street.
Hey! Huh? What the?
This bridge needs reinforcing. It won't last long in this condition. I reckon it would make sense to build a weir over the stream down there. The water here is clean and can be used to supply the village until we sink a well. It's a good thing we have this stream. No point in building without a water source. Supplies and trade will flow through here.
Блядь, заебешь. Сколько он так будет ходить? Лучше бы не съебался, наверное, один.
I can't even see past the trees and ruins whether there's room for anything there. But at least the trees are strong and healthy. All we need is a few good woodcutters, and we won't have to bring in any timber from elsewhere.
Бля, он сейчас по всей этой будет ходить, ёбаный.
Stone foundations. They'll come in handy, and we're close to the stream.
Бля, никак пошевелить нельзя. Так, что он там? Все? Вроде везде
What's that,
прошел.
then? Most essential surveying is done.
Ну, еще все. Валю?
So, Master Locator, ready to start building?
There's a long way to go before that. The few ruins that are left are basically beyond repair. It's all overgrown with brush.
Oh dear.
We'll have to get it all cleared before we can start rebuilding it.
So it is possible to rebuild everything?
Yes, absolutely.
But building a whole village is no small enterprise.
We'll need timber, lots of it, which isn't a problem in the middle of the woods, of course. We'll have to hire wage labor to begin with. Quite a lot of men. I think we should get started without delay. There's a lot of work involved.
Да-да-да,
Be
все.
well worth the effort. I can just imagine it. The church will dominate the whole settlement.
Huh, that's good news. When will you inform Sir Divish?
Why wait? I'll head to Talmberg right away. But would you keep an eye on things here in the meantime? It would be rather embarrassing to run into more bandits when I return with Sir Divish.
No problem. I'll be right here.
It shouldn't take us long.
Чего, блядь? Я никуда не
Why not?
уйду. А,
Welcome to Pribyslavitz.
окей, он пришел.
That is to say, welcome back to Pribyslavitz after all these years. Well, what's left of it.
Not to worry, Marius. I'm glad to be
Че,
back in
мне
my
кажется, еще
old
попытается
habits.
убить.
Although it seems to have aged about as gracefully as I have over the years.
Кажется, сейчас
I
засада
beg
будет
to
какая-то.
differ, sir. It's quite dilapidated, unlike your good self, but at least it's safe now. Thanks in part to Henry here, who also saved me from a predicament that cost me valuable time. Who knows? If it hadn't been for him, we might not even be talking now.
Well, lad, in the end, you managed things in your own way, I see. Just as you said you would.
I did my best, sir. There was no reasoning with them. They thought since it was 4-1, I'd be no trouble.
I expect that was a fatal mistake.
Just so, sir.
No loss. At least they won't be troubling us again. Let's get down to the matter in hand, shall we? What state is Pribyslavitz in?
Sir, in my official capacity as locator, I am gratified to inform you that the hamlet of Pribyslavitz may be renewed. And indeed it offers prospects of considerable expansion beyond its former limits.
Splendid. Finally, some good news for this province.
And badly needed, too.
So, what have you discovered so far? I want to know all the details.
We had a scout around.
We conducted a basic survey, from which we can make a preliminary outline of the parcels. I already have in my head an initial plan of what can be built where.
We should certainly have a church. I'd like to preserve the existing one.
That should present no serious obstacles. The building is in much better condition than we anticipated. But extensive reconstruction will be required.
That's to be expected.
Блять, мне это надо вообще, вот это, вода,
There's
блять,
a stream
деревня, нахуй.
And a well, right in the
Мне
middle
это
of the
нужно,
village.
что ли?
Yes, and there are abundant woods around. Clearing them will provide both extra land and timber supplies that we can use right away.
Right now, I believe we're standing on the village green, aren't we?
The future green, that is. The village centre will comprise at least 6 large buildings to begin with. We can't fit any more than that here, so there will be other buildings away from the square, in particular more extensive structures.
I'm glad to hear it. I never expected you'd find so much space here in the middle of the woods. The building work we're about to engage in is only the first part of my plan. Later, we'll clear more forests for agricultural land and build more farmhouses. But for now, we'll have to focus on more sensible goals.
As you wish, my lord.
But rebuilding a whole village must cost a king's ransom, though.
It's true it won't come cheap. Before the tradesmen settle here and start producing and trading, it will be necessary to invest a certain amount of capital.
A certain amount? How much exactly?
I wouldn't venture to state a precise amount at this point, but I expect it will come to some thousands, even tens of thousands of groschen.
That much? I hope you're good at haggling.
We shall, of course, attempt to procure everything at the best possible price, but raising a settlement from the ashes you see around you is a costly business. Nevertheless, I can assure you, my lord, that if all goes well, the investment shall all come back to you with interest.
I hope I shall live to enjoy it, Master Marius.
A village isn't a village without villagers. You'll need new subjects. Even preparing the ground for building will need lots of labour. Where can we find so many people, sir?
You sound skeptical, lad, but it's a good question. I've already given it some thought. I've agreed with Radzik and Hanish that we shall make an announcement in Rattay to invite people to move here and help with the construction, which will bring them many benefits, but also obligations. In addition, I expect the prospects of a new home will appeal to your former Skalitz neighbors, more than a makeshift camp by the castle
Я так и
wall.
знал, искалица.
Be delighted, sir.
Беженцев.
A splendid solution, sir. I've also been concerned about how to bring settlers here, but now it seems there will be no shortage of new inhabitants after all.
It seems things are finally looking up. We routed the bandits in battle, and Henry took care of the remnants. When can we get to work?
Right away, as far as I'm concerned. All we need is people and the necessary funds, and we'll need someone to keep order, at least in the interim.
True. I'll leave you some of my men.
If I may, I would recommend quickly appointing a bailiff to take responsibility for the renewal of the village, its coffers and its citizens.
True. First things first. Since you understand these matters best, you shall take charge of the land parceling and building works. You'll be available to the bailiff, but answerable directly to me.
I'd be honored, sir. Thank you.
And, as regards the office of bailiff, what about you, Henry?
Yes, sir?
You've proven yourself well. You've demonstrated that you're capable of solving problems, and you command the respect of your former Skalitz neighbors.
Well, I'm not so sure.
And you're also capable of maintaining law and order.
I must concur.
So, let us expedite matters. Henry, I hereby appoint you to the office of bailiff of the hamlet of Pribyslavitz, in my domain.
My lord, it's a great honour. Thank you.
You will oversee the initial renewal and administration of the village that will set the ground for further development. But don't imagine it'll be a bed of roses, lad. Being bailiff doesn't mean you can do whatever you like. If you don't treat the settlers rightly, I'll soon find out and relieve you of your office. Besides, we can't spare a single groschen from the Talmberg coffers now, with the province in chaos. So, you'll have to cover the cost for the building work from your own purse.
Охуеть.
Me? But Marius said it would cost a fortune.
True.
Мне,
But
блядь,
from what I
покрывать?
hear, you know how to get your hands on coin enough. So, I expect you'll manage it just
Охуел
fine.
старый, блядь.
I'd like to know who's been spreading such gossip.
And I am assigning you certain specific tasks. You must ensure the rebuilding of the
Нахуй мне
church.
нужно?
That means complete reconstruction, wall paintings, and a new altar. See to it that in the future, the village will be capable of supporting a certain number of people. For that, you will need to ensure the construction of essential
Нихуя не
artisans'
понимаю,
buildings.
что,
And
блядь, еще происходит?
ultimately, the village must produce sufficient earnings to fund further expansion.
But, sir, I've never done...
I understand your concerns, but you'll be handsomely rewarded. I shall grant you the proceeds from the whole village for the first 5 years, and you have my permission to use the surrounding woods and land as you see fit.
Well, that's, I mean... Are you sure I'm the right man for the job, sir? It's a lot of responsibility.
As you said yourself, Henry, it's a great honor. Besides, you won't be alone in it. I'll assist you and supervise the construction work.
Phew.
Хуя
Alright then.
себе.
So, we're agreed. You'll give this document to the Rattay bailiff. He'll make the announcement to invite settlers, which should ensure enough people to begin work. At the same time, your official appointment as bailiff will be announced.
I don't know what to say, sir.
I'm sure you won't disappoint me, Henry. And now I must get back to my duties at Townburg. Send word when everything is prepared.
Certainly, sir. Have a safe journey.
Farewell, sir.
Нихуёво. Нихуёвый поворот, блядь. Я тут должен все теперь восстанавливать. Типа,
What now?
за свои бабки.
Before we can start building as much as an
Свалили на
outhouse,
меня все.
we'll have to get the whole area cleared, and we'll need lots of people to work the land and parcel it out.
Right. So I suppose I'd better get to Ratai first and see to that announcement.
Indeed. I'm sure the bailiff will be more than happy. It will get the refugees out of his hair, and the citizens will stop complaining. I'll stay here for now and start planning the building plots. As soon as the labourers arrive, I'll start allocating work to them.
Нихуя себе. Сказал я себе. Так. Так. Прибыславится, бля. Так, что тут вообще рядом еще есть? Так, занятие, это понятно. Так, шайка. Далеко. Все далеко, я в самой жопе нахожусь. Все очень далеко. Ничего, походу сюда мне ну и нужно тогда. Ладно, пойду. Западня. Сейчас я ему, сука, устрою западню. Челики, вы серьезно? Это серьезно было? Они на рофле? Вот делать нехуй. Сейчас бы помереть. За нихуя. А, блять, опять я ночью, блять, приду. В этот город опять спать надо будет. Ну да. Уже 8.
Hey, lad.
Я бы похавал. Ну.
Have you come to rescue me, Sir Knight?
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
It's a bit late now. We'd be coming home in the dark. Another time, all right?
8 поздно. Интересно. Так, надо сходить в эту хуйню. Куда, блядь, пошла? Понял. Так. Рихтар-шура. Да, я. Сейчас, походу, гроши и понадобятся. Интересно, сколько. Это как в Assassin's Creed тоже, блядь, типа... Вот во втором. Замок восстанавливал там. Все покупал, улучшал. Тут поселение тоже. В принципе, прикольная тема. Составные поножа. Толстый хаумберг.
God save.
Так, вот это. Стоп, а я чё? А я еще не взял эту
Let's
хуйню?
talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Since it's you,
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree. Aye, that would do it.
Так, стоп.
See you later.
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, so.
What about this?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal. All right, so.
Так, где оно там? О. Длинный панский. На это продать.
See you later.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
Are we agreed?
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal. Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Все, норм. Так, интересно, этот у себя или уже закрылся там? А, понятно. Уже закрылся, блядь. 8 вечера уже все. Бля. Где-то переночевать. Тут у кузнеца. Бля, почему он не валит?
My humble greetings. How may I serve you? Take care.
Я спалил? Либо сохраниться, а то сейчас опять какая-нибудь хуйня произойдет. Здесь не спалят. Нормально.
I have a document for you from Sir Divish. It concerns the renewal of Pribyslavitz.
The village you drove those bandits out of?
Very same.
So it's true then? Good. Good. Let me see that document then.
Here it is.
So what have we here? It says I should announce that anyone interested may move to Pribyslavitz to live and work. And Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush also give their consent. In that case, let's not waste any time. Come along with me. Good luck then.
Так. Пусть он выступит с обращением к народу. Пусть выступит. Теперь я там буду этим. Как это правильно произносить? Рихтарш. Теперь я там буду Рихтаршем. Странное слово. Пол-8 они еще не работают. Интересно. Так, а куда он идет-то? А, вон он что. Прям все услышали, так. Всем похуй вообще, по-моему.
God's blessings. Take care.
Никто даже не подошел. Че он там звонил? Раз, два, три, четыре. Четверо. И чё? Чё дальше? О, еще кто-то идет. О, еще приходит. Откуда они нахуй идут?
Hear ye. It is hereby announced, in the name of Sir Hanush and Sir Divish, that you, the citizens of Ratai, as well as those who have found temporary refuge here, are permitted to move to the hamlet of Pribyslavitz to the north of Talmberg Castle, wherein you shall be vouchsafed a new life and new dwellings, providing that you shall contribute to the renewal of the hamlet. All those who choose to accept this offer shall be exempted from payment of taxes for a period of 5 years. They shall be permitted also to make use of timber from the surrounding woods and water from the streams. The hamlet of Pribyslavitz lies in the domain of Sir Divish of Talmberg, and all who settle there shall be duty-bound to him. It is furthermore hereby announced that Henry of Skalitz is appointed to the administration of Pribyslavitz and the office of bailiff therein, which office and privilege have been conferred upon him by Sir Divish for loyalty and services rendered. I would therefore recommend that our Skalitz friends consider this offer very seriously, as nothing better is likely to come your way anytime soon.
Whatever you can spare.
Так, что дальше? Место, что зовется домом. Задание началось. Поговори с Мариусом. Блять, опять туда. Да вы чё? Туда-сюда гоняют меня.
Hey.
Эй. Ну-ка.
If I didn't know you, you'd have given me a fright in that armor.
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to.
Куда на этот раз?
Henry, I don't want to complicate things, but how do you think it will be between the two of us? After all that's happened to us both, you're all I have left in my life. But you've got a lot of work for Sir Radzig and I'm afraid you'll have to leave me too.
Have no fear. I'll never leave you. Wherever my duties might take me, we'll still be together.
Все нормально.
After all, you're all that's left to me too. And even though everything might change...
Henry, will you promise me something?
Зависит от того, что ты хочешь, чтобы я пообещал. Давай просто подыграем. Давай просто подыграем.
Anything.
Promise me you'll take care of yourself. Even if you were to go away for a long time and meet other girls. If I were to lose you too, I don't know what I'd do.
Ah, Teresa.
Just promise me.
I promise.
А ты, блядь?
Thank you. I know it's a hard thing to promise, but...
А ты?
You know, well, we ought to be heading back. I still have work to do. Besides, you don't want to see me crying like a baby here.
Definitely not. You'd start me off too.
Right then.
Найс. Одностороннее обещание. Каевче.
The time passes so quickly with you, Henry. Come and see me again sometime.
Не, ну справедливо, чё, справедливо, да. Пообещай-ка, блядь. А, ну хорошо, да, хорошо, что ты там, хорошо, что ты сказал. Все. А я не буду обещать. Нахуй оно надо. Я понял. Ну, я же говорю, подыграю. Да. Раз такая хуйня односторонняя.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
I'd like to order something here.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
I'd like that. Thank you.
But of course, money first, though.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Good luck, then.
I'm interested in get myself fixed up a bit. Have a bath and get my clothes washed.
As you wish. Do you have the coin?
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Good luck, then.
Так, окей. Назад. Ну а что делать? Назад. Плестись. Чё, труп на дороге? Пипец. Ну-ка.
Good health to you.
What have you done? Did you kill her?
What are you trying to pin on me, you bastard?
It'll be easier for you if you confess. You were looting the body right here on the road.
What of it? A corpse doesn't need possessions.
I could drag you off to Ratai myself and let the bailiff decide.
You can't go flinging around accusations against honest folk. I'm going to the town to report you. You see if I don't.
Да пошел ты
The
нахуй.
Lord will help you.
А чё ты побежал-то? А чё ты побежал-то сразу? А чё побежал-то, раз ты, блядь, ничего не делал, а? Сука. Шо ж ты побежал-то? Ничего он нахуй не делал.
Here, don't let him get away.
Побежала она, блядь. Все, теперь в живых его оставлять нельзя. А он же все скопытился. Заебись. Так. Можно идти дальше. Чего ты сейчас не можешь использовать быстро, в смысле? Чё это? Западня?
What the fuck are you looking for here? I won't put up with the likes of you.
Так, а если их... Идиоты, блядь. Как черепушки-то хрустят. Как сухарики, блядь. Краснобай, что это такое? Известные снадобья. Сколько же много петухов на дороге, да? Попадается. Препятствия. Где препятствия? Давай, вылезай, блин. Если его кулаками захуярить, ну-ка. Кого, блядь, пытался? Разбойник, блядь. Чик, все. Готов. Ебать, вообще без доспехов, с какой-то палкой, блядь. Пытается тут что-то сделать. Да что такое-то? Еще кто-то. Кто? Что? Шутинова.
What's it about? You have incredible good fortune, friend. I have an offer for you, the likes of which comes along only once in a lifetime.
All right. Show me what you're selling.
As you wish.
Что там? Спасительный шнапс. Я жду, книга какая опять. Угу. Хуика, блядь. Книга. Да что ж... Ты что, серьезно, что ли? Ты не прихуял ли ты? Ёбаные идиоты. Жалко, не показывают это. Только звуки. Я бы посмотрел, как там башка бы разлетелась. Этого петушка. Так, вот это, походу, мне надо все собирать. Там, походу, денег нужно будет, пиздец. На восстановление деревни. Собирать. Шило. Навряд ли оно нормально стоит. Булава пристава. 819. 309. Ладно. Я дойду вообще когда-то. Да что, серьезно что ли? В смысле, блядь? Что это за бич? На что он надеется? Он хоть бы посмотрел, на кого он бежит. Ну, просто. Туповал. Так, что тут? Нихуя себе, уже все расчистили? Блять, сколько прошло-то? Сутки, наверное, прошли. Они тут уже нахуй все расчистили. Нихуя себе, работнички. Меньше суток прошло даже. Так, заебись. Куда мне вообще идти? А чё, неплохо. Получилось. Так, надо что-то похавать. Яблоки протухли.
Welcome back. What news from Ratai?
Well, the bailiff read Sir Divish's decree, and now I'm officially bailiff of Pribyslavitz.
Then allow me to congratulate you. What will be your first step?
First, actually, I'm not quite sure. What would you recommend?
As it happens, I already sought a few things in your absence. You might have noticed that the first people have come from Ratai.
Yeah, I saw some heading here right away.
So when they arrived, I was able to start clearing building plots with them. After they'd erected some temporary dwellings, that is.
Так. Установить котел, обеспечить достаточный доход, обеспечить что-то там.
What about the workers' wages and buying materials for artisans?
The money must be put in the trunk here. The expenditures for wages and materials will be taken from it. So you should keep it topped up to prevent delays. It reminds me, there's the matter of my own pay to be resolved.
Yes, of course.
Sir Divish guaranteed me a fixed income. What's more, this job is an exceptionally big one.
I see. How much are you thinking?
I have a record of payment here somewhere. Here it is. Let's say 1/4 more than that.
Well, as you said yourself, it's just a continuation of your work for Sir Divish, so I see no reason to change the conditions now.
Well, all right. It seems we understand each other. I agree.
Good. I'll put your wages in the trunk too. Are you sure it's quite safe?
Quite. Only you and I shall have a key and access to the trunk. Besides, we'll have guards on watch here.
That's reassuring.
That's about all to begin with. If you need any more details, I'll be happy to explain things to you.
Хотел больше, блядь, бабла. Да, сколько уже обсуждено, столько и получишь. На четверть больше. Заворачивай обратно. Так.
So, how am I doing with the village?
Let's see. You're still far from having the income you need to make the village prosper. Well, the village isn't ready yet for the expansion Sir Divish is planning. The church is still in ruins. Doesn't create a good impression. We're on the right track, but we haven't reached the end yet.
All right, I'll get stuck in.
Так-то прикольно, конечно, но если подумать, то ебать он на меня сколько всего перевалил, этот пан. Короче, ты будешь рихтархом этим ебаным. Оплачивай все из своего кармана, нахуй. Нужны десятки тысяч, блядь, грошей. Как хочешь, так и ищи. Все, я все сказал. Ты теперь рихтарх, блядь, ты за все отвечаешь. Вот на тебя миллион ответственностей положил. Че хочешь, то и делай.
Could
Тупо
you explain
найс.
something to me?
Обязанности, бля.
What are my duties as bailiff?
As bailiff, you must see to it that the village grows and prospers. You'll have to resolve disputes between citizens and decide what I should have built. The coin for it will come from your own purse. Basically, you'll have to keep the whole locality under control, but you can't just do whatever you like. You're still answerable to Sir Divish, as am I.
Which means...
Which means that if the folk here are unhappy, word will soon get to Sir Divish, and he'll put you in your place. So you'd better see to it that there's no thieving, and folk have jobs to do, and their wages are paid.
Of course. I'll keep a close eye on things. How do I build houses?
First, find out how much it'll cost, and whether the upkeep won't
Интересно,
ruin
какие
you.
цены? Надо цены
Everything is
посмотреть.
written in the ledger. You can check it all there, or just come and see me.
Sure. How do the accounts work?
The most important thing is to know how much profit your buildings generate, and what they cost to operate. That's written on the very first page of the ledger, which will be kept at the Rat House. Whenever we erect a new building, I record it there, and you'll find all the profit generated by the village in the trunk next to the ledger.
And what if we spend more than we earn?
Then you'll have to put the amount necessary for covering the operating costs into the trunk.
I see. Probably best to have a little extra there for a rainy day then. How do operating costs work?
Those are the workers' wages, costs of material and equipment for tradesmen, and so on.
And what if I don't have enough coin?
Then production will grind to a halt. Watch out for that. Folks soon get grouchy if they're not getting paid. The amount needed each day is recorded in the accounts ledger too. So you should keep enough in the trunk to cover the wages.
And how do I pay the workers?
Don't concern yourself about that. I'll take care of it. As long as you provide the coin.
So I could put enough money there for, say, 3 days in advance?
Indeed. Simple enough, isn't it?
All right. Thanks.
Так.
How can I get new people to come to the village?
Don't worry about that. Folk will gradually turn up of their own accord when there are houses for them. Each building can house a certain number of people. The bigger the house, the more
Sims, что ли?
inhabitants.
Sims
And
начинается.
the more space you have for them, the more country folk will
Или
come
что там?
here in search of a better livelihood.
What about tradesmen?
I can find you fairly competent ones, but if you can get really skilled artisans, it will certainly be a boon for the village income. Although it's not all that easy to get skilled people. You could ask around.
I see. Any suggestions?
You could try asking the two Sasau armourers for a start. They're always at each other's throats, so maybe one of them could
Броники
work here.
засалы.
But don't forget to get a forge and armory workshop set up for him. Otherwise you'll only be wasting his time.
Right. I'll go and have a word with them later. I must give some thought to who else would come in handy here. Thanks.
Так.
How can I improve the buildings?
The process is exactly the same as for building from the ground up. We need to have enough coin, materials, and of course, something to improve. It goes without saying that there's no point in better blacksmith's equipment if you've no forge to put it in.
Well, I can't argue with that. But why bother with improvements at all?
Because they make it possible to produce better goods that can be sold at a higher price, so we'll earn more money.
Nothing, actually.
Так, давайте
I want to
строить.
build something.
Certainly, Master Bailiff. What's it to be?
Чё почем? С центра, наверное, надо начинать. С центра, братья. Так, обычный ред уже костел, начальный. Ух, нихуя себе. Стоп. А что там? Да, неплохо. Обычная ратуша. Давай начнем с ратуши.
I'd like
Сколько
to
это
build a
стоит?
rat house. It's impossible. Check what you need in the ledger.
Это невозможно. Что невозможно, блядь? Какую книгу открыть?
Let's start repairing the church.
It's impossible.
А иди ты нахуй, какую книгу, блядь?
We'll need plenty of tools, and they'll need repairing too.
Про
So
книгу
we have to have a
нахуй.
blacksmith.
It's impossible.
Он ёбнутый?
I'd rather not be. I feel
Чел,
quite hungry.
ты ёбнутый? Какую в пизду книгу, блядь? Ты это что? Ты чё тут? Цена 9000. Алхимический стол, садик 500. Ратуша есть, цена 5000. Ратуша расширена 9000. Хостел, начальный ремонт 11000, 17000, 8000. Нихуя себе. Плохо. Так, а стоп, а куда складывать? Куда бабулиты складывать? Сюда. Допустим. Не знаю. Так, и чё? Теперь я могу что-то построить?
I want to build.
Sir?
I'd like to build the rat house.
It's impossible.
Да что ты, блядь, какую книгу, что?
I'd rather not.
Что он от меня хочет? Блядь, какую книгу-то нахуй? Ёб твою мать. Я нихуя не понимаю. Пять тысяч ратуши. Что? Как его, блядь, понять?
Could you? No. I want to.
Я сейчас все нахуй нажимать буду.
Let's start.
It's impossible.
We'll need plenty.
It's impossible.
People have to eat.
It's impossible.
Он ёбнутый просто. Боже мой.
Let's build a.
It's impossible.
Ха, сука.
We need guard.
It's impossible.
We need to get some stable.
It's impossible.
Ты сейчас, сука, чел, уебу нахуй.
Trade is important, and we'll have a wagon bringing goods in. So we'll build a trader store.
It's impossible.
Что, блядь, вообще возможно что-то, блядь,
We don't have a
сделать?
tavern here yet. People need to wash the dust down after a hard day's work.
It's impossible. Check what you need.
Троллинг какой-то? Или что, блядь, происходит?
We'll need wood.
It's impossible.
With all the wood.
It's
I'd
Найс.
rather not.
А чё, заебись, а чё, нормально. А хули, нельзя, невозможно, это невозможно, а ничего невозможно построить. Ничего нельзя строить. Все, строй, но ничего нельзя строить. Что за хуйня конченая? Как что-то строить-то, блядь? Я не понимаю. Отсутствует требуемое. Что требую? Так я ничего не могу построить, блядь. Я ничего не понимаю просто. Я не по этой обоссанной игре ничего не понимаю. Почему все через жопу? Это, наверное, тот же чел все делал, который боевку придумал. Это охуенно. Чувствуется прям сверхразум на разрабах. Что? Как ничего строить, блядь? Восстанови, обеспечь. Я, блядь, построить ничего не могу. Построю лавку купца. Я не могу построить, блядь. Я не могу ничего построить. Сюда запихать. Как строить-то, блядь? Вот лавка купца. И что и как ее строить?
Marius, there's work to be done.
Ебать, неужели нахуй?
Come along with me then, and we'll start building.
Неужели? Куда мы идем? Строить, блядь, вдвоем? Че, блядь, в лес идем, что ли? Че?
We're gonna build here?
Right here. Ready to start?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've still got the means. We'll get stuck in then.
Ага. Что-то там построилось. Так, похавать хочу. Так. Лагерь лесорубов. Угу. Где бы взять бабосики теперь? Надо, короче, теперь петухов встречать по дороге. Оббирать полностью. О! Плюс бабки. О, так он еще одет. Заебись. Нихуя их тут. Да их тут нормас. Да куда ж ты? На, бля. Ёбаный лучник. Чё, дохуя лучник? Дохуя лучник? Не, чел, так. Так дело не пойдет.
To heal, mutt.
Где это у петушари еще один? Так, надо далеко не уходить. Короче, все забираю. Че больше сотки стоит. Бабули нужны теперь. Ты это все. Ловецкое зеркало. Нахуй не надо. Так, а с чем он был? Так, а где еще это? Стоп. Один, два. Третий. По-моему, все. Усиленный половецкий холмбер. Что это вообще? Параж. Продажу. Все, блядь. Лошадь. Лошадь, все. Отыщи конгрегацию вальденсов. Задание не выполнено, вальденсов. Да хуй с ней, блядь. Конченое задание. Вообще похуй. Найди то, не знаю что, блядь. Называется. Да опять. Ладно. Блять, ёбнутая система, долбоёб. Что это, блять? Сука, чел. Что это, блять, за стрельба сейчас была? Чел прям передо мной, нахуй. И в него попасть не могу. Навестись не могу на него. Надо лошадь разгружать. Чё, опять? Опять?
This. Gone weak at the knees, have What's the matter? Come on. Enough! I yield!
Пощады точно не будет. Вообще без вариков. Вообще без вариков. Бичи бесполезные, у них даже нет нихуя. Может, у этого что-то интересное есть? У этого что-то интересное есть. Так, сейчас придется херь какую-то выкидывать. А хотя нет, у меня еще хватает веса. А я столько лута скипал, думал, о, все, гроши не понадобится. Ага. Не понадобится, конечно. Что я тут должен увидеть? Труп какого-то животного. В чем прикол? Понял прикола. Так, оружие. Убить оруженосца. Торговцы, нахуй. Стрелы пусть лежат. Золотой крест 650. Это, наверное, купцу надо продать. Сейчас разберемся.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
1,8К у него всего лишь. Ёбаный. Хотя, наверное, хватит. Особо не наберется даже. Косарь всего 900 точно. 900. Да косаря бы добить хотя бы. Так.
What do you say to this?
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it. Finally, a reasonable sum.
Нормас. Плюс косарь. Кожаные перчатки. Доспехи. Значит, бронику. Шлем Вархаус. Вот. Насчет шлема Вархауса хз. Его, наверное, себе нужно оставить. Но это не точно. Но это не точно. Сейчас посмотрим, как в диалоге будет этот шлем.
Garlic soup for the winter, onion soup for the spring. Asparagus for taste and prunes for what ails you.
God's blessings. What can I do for you?
Ох, нихуя себе. Шлем. А, он еще этот шею так закрывает этими. Типа, как чешуя. Ну, хуй знает. Защита, конечно, охуенная там, походу. Состояние торговца 10К. Ебать, у меня тут бабла. Один К. Маловато.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
А если так? Ну-ка, если прямо вот так вот обнаклеить. Что будет?
It'll take more than that to persuade me.
А, это еще 200. 20.
Satisfied?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
Ебать, он уже подгорел жестко. Ладно.
I'll go for that.
Подгорел, рожа прекрасная уже надулась. Нормально. Так, там купцу, наверное, какие-то вот эти штуки всякие надо продать. Или кому их продавать? Золотые штуки всякие. Чаши, блядь, и прочее. Херня.
Fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
Эти какие-то хуйню, эти какие-то хуйней торгуют. Это не то. Купец. А тут чё? Какой-то хлеб, блядь, всякая хуйня.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me. Take care.
А хуй его знает. По-моему, это какая-то хуйня. Так куда еще-то больше продать туда? Ладно. А, 280 у него, блядь. 280, понятно. И вот ему еще и ничего не продашь. Ему еще и нихуя не продашь. Куда дальше? Так а где тут еще броники есть? Где тут еще есть броники? Оружейник. Кузница. Тут вообще нихуя нет. Че, блядь, нигде больше броников, что ли, нет? Прям как тут. В Ротае. Как бы я не вижу нихуя. Кузнецы есть. Оружейники. Курим.
I got them from Uncle Peshek. Just don't go poking them where you shouldn't.
They're lockpicks. They're not really intended for poking in your own locks.
True, but at least
Это
don't
мычки
get
опять.
caught. And if you do, you didn't get them from me.
I've got something that needs stitching up. Could you do it for me?
All right. I can't have you walking around in torn rags, can I? Show it here. I put on the dress you gave me, Henry. What do you think?
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to.
Я думал, поздно. Будут фармить гроши теперь. До херища грошей нужно. чтобы все восстановить.
The time passes so quickly with you, Henry. Come and see me again sometime.
Надо похавать. Так, сколько у меня там веса? 164, 190. Чё столько весит много? Всякие отвары, блядь, куча. Хотя, блядь. Это получше будет. Что-то. По-моему, это будет лучше.
Hey, lad. Don't you want a little wager on the ratte tourney?
Что он там говорит?
Goodbye.
Тут еще какое-то задание. Можно просто кататься. Тут туда-сюда ходить. Валить бичей по дороге, которые будут попадаться. Лутать их, продавать. Так, труп нахер. Смысла нет. Вот когда надо, их сейчас не будет, этих разбойников. Когда они нужны. Ну, естественно. Естественно. Паломник. Чё там половник опять это меня хочет?
What happened to you?
Terrible things, sir, terrible things. God must be punishing me, but I truly don't know what I've done to deserve it. Those devils killed my man and then had their way with me. I gave birth in the woods, like an animal. I hide in the woods at night and during the day beg here at the roadside. Could you spare a little change, sir, so I can buy a blanket at least?
Don't you want to go to Ratai? There are other refugees there. Someone would take care of you.
They drove me out.
Ah, I didn't know. Sorry.
Could you spare a little change, sir, so I can buy a blanket at least?
5 грошей.
Of course. Here you are.
Thank you, sir. Thank you 100-fold.
Ну ладно. 5 грошей. Опа, препятствие. Да-да-да, давай, вылезай, блядь. Жирненький. Жирненький половец. Нормально. Нихуя себе, блядь. Жирненький. Половецкий металлический щит. Шлем. Шпоры. Неплохо. Неплохо. Так-то. Жирный вылез из кустов. Челик.
Ничок, не будь itt elő.
А, еще один.
A picsába, hagyd már! Elég volt, győztél?
Pay up right now, understand? Coin, groschen.
Na persze, be ne szarj már!
Барбос, ну-ка. За ним нахуй. Нихуя он бежит как быстро. Давай за жопу его, за жопу. Бля, с него даже взять нечего, сука. Бич бесполезный, блядь. Ну, взялся-то, вроде один был. Че, никто там рядом скалится, нет никого? Постоянно кто-то шастает. По-моему, там кто-то есть. Опа. Да ебать, да идите вы нахуй! Да конченая залупа, блядь, конченая эта система для даунов. Хуесосная, хуесосная боевка. Хуесосная. 5:08, я даже не сохранялся, блядь, я даже не сохранялся. Ой, нет, все, не. Я понял, блядь. Я понял, найс. Найс нахуй, найс просто. А чё, блядь, а чё? Камера вертится, блядь, постоянно. Ты нихуя ничего не можешь сделать. Ой, в пизду, ой, в пизду, ой, в пизду. Я еще не сохранился, блядь. Нахуй. Какая броня, блядь? У меня фулл броня, нахуй, полностью, блядь, на мне. Меня просто ебашит там буквально с 5, блядь, попаданий. С ней нахуй. Конченая хуйня просто максимально, блядь.